Lighting this candle for the fourth time. Hi, beautiful. I know that was weird, but I don't really care what you think, so. What is that thing? That one thing that you would do if no one was watching? If you didn't care what your boyfriend, your mama, your church, what anybody thought about that thing that you were doing, what would it be? For me, the answer was study what I wanted to study. Make this YouTube channel. Be authentically my weirdest, quirkiest, most bohemian self. Are you actually the one in control of your life? Is it your thoughts, your opinions, your goals, and your beliefs that are controlling your outcomes and where you're headed? Or is it you constantly obsessing about what other people think of you that is driving your actions that are slowly building your life? I was so concerned about starting this channel and actually putting myself out there because I was scared about what people would think of me. Oh yes, I know Emily. You know, I've seen her cry, ugly cry, and she's not in a position to be so publicized. Emily, I used to know her. We were friends, but then she probably admitted that she watches dramas and I just went. Recently, I said, F it. I'm going to start living life completely authentically for myself because we only get one. It's exhausting to try to conform to other people all the dang time. You are not in control of your life if you're letting all these other people influence you. I even got a cowboy hat, but not any cowboy hat. Life is way too short to think about what people are going to think about your bedazzled cowboy hat. The first thing I want you to realize is that people who are constantly monitoring other people's opinions are actually really annoying. We think that being a people pleaser and constantly looking for other people's opinions is going to make us popular and respected and likable, but it actually does the exact opposite. People hate it when they feel like they don't know authentically who you are. They feel like your friendships are surface level. It is so frustrating when you're dating someone and at like month 6 they suddenly turn into a completely different person and you're like, why didn't you just give me authentically who you were from the beginning? It's also so frustrating when you feel like you have to walk on eggshells with people or people are not advocating for their own needs. People don't want to feel like they have to guess what you need. They want you to verbally tell them how they can be a better support system for you. The people that you respect the most are probably people who are authentically themselves, not people who try to make everyone like them, but the people who are outwardly exactly who they are. Which brings me into my second point, which is that when you stop giving two craps about what other people think of you, you can find people who actually like you. All the years I have wasted on friendships that just were so surface level where I felt so lonely because they didn't know who I was and I constantly blamed other people for that, but it was my fault because I was constantly looking to fit in. I was constantly looking to make friends rather than make the right friends, find the right people, make the right romantic connections, and find the right opportunities. When you can shift your mindset from, oh my gosh, I have to find people and be wanted and belong, to I want to have that feeling of belonging because people love who I really am and the opinions that I have and the life that I want, that's when you actually feel like your relationships are whole. If you have a problem with your relationships feeling unsatisfied, this could definitely be a reason. How are you presenting yourselves? Are you placing other people's opinions in front of you presenting authentically who you are and having people choose you? People love it when what you see is what you get. They will love that they know exactly who you are and what they're getting into. Stephen Bartlett from the Diary of a CEO podcast dropped out of college and didn't speak to his mom for 2 years. Now, I'm sure that was a very painful experience, but I'm just saying that now his podcast has 2.56 million subscribers on YouTube, and he has interviewed some of the world's most brilliant minds and inspiring people. None of that would have been possible if he listened to the opinions of others and was too scared about what other people thought about him. Brené Brown, in her famous TED Talk about vulnerability and shame, talks about the man in the arena. Roosevelt talks about how the credit in life goes to the man in the arena, not the people in the stands, but the person in the arena who might be bruised and bloody, but he will either find great success or he will fail daring greatly. This quote completely transformed Brené's life.
I want to show up and be seen in my work and in my life. And if you're going to show up and be seen, there is only one guarantee, and that is you will get your ass kicked.
And it's been so resonating in my life too, because for so long, I was valuing the opinions of the people in the stands when I wanted to be in the arena, living life to the fullest. Why are you valuing the opinions of people who you wouldn't switch lives with? Why are you looking to the people in the stands who are like, oh, that's stupid? Well, guess what? You're not in the arena. You're not in the arena. Do you think that you're going to get your dream life by continuing to place other people's opinions in front of your own? You're not. And I definitely was not going to either. And I still have to work on that every single day. If the Wright brothers listened to what other people thought about them, they probably would have checked themselves into a mental institution the first time they were thinking, I wonder if humans can fly. Your idols right now faced adversity, and I can guarantee that there are so many successful people out there, not a single one had all of the people in their life who were completely supportive of their dreams and their goals. My final point is to not let your family's opinions be the end all be all for you. So many times in college, I see people who are studying something because their family wants them to study it. But the thing is, this is your life. This is not your mama's life, your brother's life, your grandpa's life. This is your life. And however you choose to live it, you're going to have to deal with the outcomes of those actions. And when you get out of college and you have a degree that you don't like and you're in a profession that you hate, you're going to have to live with that. Not your family. Your family doesn't have to live with that. You have to live with that. For so long, I hid who I was because I was worried about what my family thought about me. I went across the country. I went to school in Washington thinking that would solve my problems of overvaluing what my family thought of me. Well, it didn't. It didn't solve my problems. And now I have a relationship with my family where I know who I can tell my dreams to, and I know who I need to keep my dreams to myself. And when I'm authentically myself and I set those boundaries, they actually respect me a lot more. But for so long, I was so afraid to be like, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to learn about business. I want to study marketing. I want to know all of these skills, and I want to be a creative. I don't want to be a lawyer or a doctor. Our family's opinions matter way more than a stranger's. Sometimes it feels like there's a never-ending spawn of unwanted comments from our family members. Their opinions are not going to feel like they're that important when you're on the other side. You have to stop valuing the momentary comfort that you get from giving into your family and value instead the life that you're going to have. Think how hard it was for Steven to tell his mom that he was dropping out and know that she would probably not speak to him, and then continue to be on that path while she was not speaking to him. What he did is he valued the life and the dreams that he had over that momentary comfort. We can't control who we were born to, but we can control who we surround ourselves with, the life that we build for ourselves, the family that we make. You will never be happy if you continue to place other people's opinions above your own. You will always be in this cycle of doing something it's not good enough because it will always feel empty to you. You're not being true to who you are, and you're never going to find the positions, the people, and the life circumstances that actually align with your highest purpose and the true person that you are. A lot of these behaviors come from trying to be perfect. And if you're struggling with perfectionism, watch this video right here where I talk about how I'm overcoming perfectionism with very simple tips. Once you stop valuing the opinions of others, people will respect you a lot more for being authentically you. I love you, I believe in you, and I'll see you in the next one.